Not much. It was my
Still
birthday
gotta get a.
yesterday.
I don't do birthdays. Mine was like 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Oh. Well, happy belated birthday. But
I don't
I
do
get what you're
birthdays.
feeling now.
Uh, another year closer to my obituary.
Yeah.
And did was it an eventful birthday? Anything
No.
special?
No, not
Okay.
really. Went to a thing called Fishing for Ducks last weekend, which is a Ducks Unlimited, which is like a conservation group thing that they put on Lake Mille Lacs, which is a big lake kind of in central Minnesota. Um, it's kind of interesting. You go and you like they drill a bunch of holes. You pick out a hole and you fish from it, and if you catch something, you bring them in. And it gets weighed. Top 100 people get prizes, and then there's raffles and stuff you can get. But there's like they've got shots called duck farts that are kind of interesting, and um, Bloody Marys and beer and just lots of drinking and stuff out
This
there.
is on
So
the lake.
yeah,
The
yeah.
lake is still frozen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How many? How many? Within a football field, or within a football field, how many people can be found on the frozen lake fishing?
It depends on the lake and it depends on the thing. During this one, there were. I don't know if there were maybe definitely hundreds. I don't know if there were thousands of people. Um,
I mean, for
lots of trucks,
for
but
a non-event.
oh, for non-event, well, usually you'll get clusters because people find hot spots on the lake where there's structure and the fish kind of tend to congregate. So I don't know. You have houses and pop-ups and stuff. Again, depends on the lake. There's a lot of lakes to choose from too. So you might have just nobody yourself to I don't know, somewhere between 1 and 100 people in
Mm,
like a section of the lake.
we need to put beach mobile on the frozen lake so they could play cornhole at night with the LEDs wired up to it, and Tron frisbee.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who do sleeper shacks. It's pretty popular type
I
thing. So
was I've been at the I was at the beach from 3 in the morning to 6, throwing frisbees by myself.
why
Fun
throw? Go
is,
pick it up. Throw. Find
I
somebody to
mean,
do it with.
I had music playing in my earbuds. Um, I suck at throwing frisbees. I was in South Beach earlier in the day trying to experiment with how many people would be interested and approach me about my LED frisbees or my ultra LED frisbees.
Hmm.
And when I started playing frisbee with them, I couldn't I couldn't hit their position for the life of me. The
Yeah,
frisbee would like the frisbee would act more like a boomerang than like a projectile.
yeah. I'm not a
Mm.
I'm not a good frisbee thrower. I'd suck at frisbee golf.
And then one of my neighbors said, "Oh, you should look up froth."
Yeah, frisbee golf.
I never heard of that. And
Yeah,
I'm like, froth? What? Like froth? It's like, yeah, they had an episode on Seinfeld about it. It's been around for a while. I'm like, the hell is froth? It's like it's golf and frisbee combined. And so I started binge watching YouTube videos on disc golf.
it's frolf. Yeah.
And then I immediately bought a $200 disc golf catcher, and I bought a disc golf backpack that's loaded with discs for another $50.
So you can become good, or are you gonna
My
try to rent
market is
them
going
out?
to be Caucasians to rent that out on the beach.
There you go.
I learned that African Americans really aren't fans of frisbees.
Really? Did you do some research
Well,
on that? Do
yeah,
they
I
have
was on I
numbers
was on
like,
South Beach.
you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
Um,
why people are obsessed with frisbee golf. I'm not a huge frisbee fan, so but I've never been good
it's
at
a
throwing.
workout, dude. I felt like a dog fetching a because it was so lit up. Um, like in the evening or at night when I was in South Beach throwing it, like there's this instinctive like involuntary urge to capture the glowing lights. I'm busy sprinting back and forth, trying to grab it, jump it. My vertical jump decreased by like 2 feet. I've learned that
Hmm,
yesterday, but uh,
interesting.
today I gotta blow off the dust off of my MacBook and try to get the iOS version of or the iPhone version of the beach delivery app running. I've never launched the iOS part of it. I'm afraid it's going to take me like all day to figure out how to do things in iOS, let alone launch the emulator with the program running.
Yeah. Well, in the end, do you need to have like a MacBook to compile it, or does Xamarin kind of take
Yeah,
care of all that for you?
no.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was formally introduced to a probably half a dozen beach vendors that all know my name. um, and so apparently they all look forward to working with me and using the app, and they all have given me their ideas. I told you I have a co-founder or a sales co-founder.
Cool.
So he assembled a team in South Beach. I have a commercial photo shoot that was scheduled for this morning, but now it's rescheduled for next week. Can you go to photostatic.com? Or I could type you the name. S T
Aesthetic.
STETIC, photostatic.com.
It, P PHOTOS.
T E T I C, static.
They got a problem with they got a problem with their name. It's too hard to spell.
Yeah, it's P as in Piper, H as in horse, O as in Odyssey, T as in Tango, O as in Odyssey, S as in Sarah, T as in Tango, E as in Edna, T as in Tango, I as in Island, C as in Charlie.
Okay. Yeah.
Photostatic.
Real estate photography.
Yeah, so I'm hiring them to do a photo shoot slash commercial with drone footage capturing a courier riding a bicycle down the boardwalk with a trailer attached, and then the collection of gazebos, pop-up tents, canopies, cornhole, disc golf, and then the concept of a beach office, which is a lap desk, a fan strapped on the ceiling of the gazebo, the chairs, the party trays, and um, and some speakers. And that's my bank account is being wiped out, dude.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Probably spent about $10,000 in the past like 6 weeks on this. Every day, shipments of Amazon. Took me like 45 minutes to start knocking off or cutting down the boxes. I had a lot of boxes. Every day I have shipments coming in. I have a habit of surfing Amazon and just immediately buying things.
Sound like my wife. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, no, I'm gonna send her the link, the clip.
No, I get random boxes of crap all the time now. That's why I'm saying those boxes are a problem because people are doing that all over the place, and getting rid of boxes is a pain in the butt. So
We know about digital business cards.
a digital business card?
Yeah, I
Never heard of
purchased.
it.
So I purchased a Popsy a couple days ago, and apparently it leverages NFC on your phone. What is that? Near field. I don't know what C
Oh, okay.
stands for.
Yeah, yeah,
Near field communication, right?
yeah.
So thought process it because apparently handing out flyers is not only illegal, but if they find it or observe it as litter on the beach, then you're going to get in a lot of trouble.
Hmm.
And so, an alternative, maybe using digital business cards, in which maybe I'll have a catalog displayed on my phone as I do a stranger approach, or have the foot soldiers do a stranger approach, and then if the customer nods, express interest, then bump their phone, and then I could configure the presentation of what shows up on their phone based on like the order top down as well as the various platforms that that they can see, such as Instagram, YouTube, whatever website, such as beachmobile.app, etc.
Hmm.
And so that's the I think the workaround for mitigating the risk of being fined by Miami Beach for business litter, aka flyers, which I just ordered like 1,500 of them after I found out that the city doesn't play around when it comes to massively passing out flyers.
On the beach?
Yeah, well, it's not just on the beach; it's in general.
Oh, just anywhere in the city?
If they repeatedly see flyers of of a business that is littering the street or the beach, then they're going to penalize the business.
Are there businesses you could post these at where they would allow you to put them up?
Um, I'm sure there may be some mom and pop spots. I'm not sure if Starbucks is going to let me just walk in, and I doubt it, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's like people would do like gas station like stuff here, but hmm. Yeah, I don't know how you get around
I'm
that.
just, well, I mean, I know one way is just to get a whole bunch of bumper stickers of Beach Mobile and just start slapping on people's cars.
Yeah, that's gonna make them wanna do that. You get a call from
Can you
the
imagine
car
that?
manufacturer.
That should be a
Oh
skit.
man.
I wonder, I mean, what do you think? How much trouble could I get into if I did that? What would be the charge?
I don't
Is it
know.
vandalism?
Maybe. Yeah, it would be probably vandalism. I would have to assume.
I mean, I'll just put it on their window then.
You just got to find a bunch of people who do graffiti, and they're gonna graffiti anyways. Be like, I'll
I
pay
mean,
you
that would
to.
be funny though. Just do it. Have foot soldiers in South Beach just start slapping it on every car they see
Yeah,
with a QR code.
yeah. I guess what you got to do is
I mean,
find
it'll
like
be a publicity stunt.
what can you legally like hand out at the beach.
STDs. How's everything with you?
I don't know, shitty, I
Did
guess.
you did you quietly quit?
No, no, actually, work's been fine. Just, I don't know, kind of like, probably shouldn't talk about it because it's just depressing. Because I'm just in
Uh,
one of these moods where it's like I don't know, existential crisis kind of stuff. So
what about your fitness regime? Have you started picking up?
no, no, I'm gonna probably try next weekend, but I've had like medical problems that
Uh,
um, it's not like bad or anything. Just it seems like the last time I ran, you know, wasn't pleasant afterwards. So like timid now about starting up that running, but I know I signed up for a half marathon at the end of April. So if I
in
don't start
Minnesota?
training, yeah, if I don't start training here in the next, because I'd have 2 months, if I don't start training, I'm gonna be screwed to do that.
I still got
But
to check the 7 mile run in Key in the Keys.
yeah, I think that's passed already.
Seeing about taking a road trip on my motorcycle today.
7 Mile Bridge Run. But yeah, I don't know. Just bored with life, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
That's not good. You
Yeah.
know, the thing with depression, I think the common, uh, I say thing because I can't think of the appropriate word, maybe symptom. The common symptom of depression is when there's not really anything to look forward to.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the thing is I look forward and it's like literally what is there? I mean, you see your kids grow. That's good. I mean, and that's probably the kicker of holding on to anything always. But just man, I don't know. Thinking about like 30 years left of, well, not 30. Well, by the time we get that age, probably the retirement age will flip up to 70 or whatever. So 20, 25, 30 years of more of doing programming day to day, and
You really think that?
I don't. Well, that's the thing. Is like, what else do you do? It's like well, not for
You can
you.
volunteer in
Yeah,
Ukraine.
yeah. I've been getting weird things about. I've been getting ads now. Like, I don't know if this is like everyone's getting this, but you can join the military at age 50. What?
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, even 50. At age 50, you can join.
The Russians they executed a Russian soldier that swapped sides. They executed him with a sledgehammer. It's pretty gruesome.
Oof. Yeah. But yeah, I've
This
been
was like
seeing
three
these
days
ads
ago.
for. Oof. It's pretty brutal.
You know, the U.S. government or the Chinese government. I don't think people think the Russian government is competent enough. The Chinese government or the United States government, they need to accelerate contact with aliens so we can stop killing each other here on Earth. And instead, we just focus our hatred on the aliens and we unite as a human race.
Yeah, need a common enemy.
Yeah, dissolve this LGBTYT stuff. Dissolve this this white nationalist stuff. Dissolve black people believing that the system is always against them. Dissolve our differences and just focus our hatred on an alien race at the expense of maybe not the expense. but with the advantage of finally uniting the human race. All right, they need to expedite that.
Yeah, but that would have to involve some sort of mass casualty event probably, and all this kind of stuff too. We'd be fighting each other before we fight the aliens. So because
You
we'd be
think
all
so?
afraid. Yeah, there'd be a lot of people who
Well,
are afraid and
the aliens
worried,
would
and
attack us.
yeah, which means we'd
Actually, the
have
aliens
mass
probably wouldn't.
casualties.
The CIA would stage an attack in which they would kill us, and then say the aliens did it, and then that would unite us, and then we would start killing the aliens and then taking their oil.
But the I guess the problem with all that is that if there's a alien race that's technologically advanced enough to interstellar travel to conquer interstellar travel, we're screwed. There's no way we're gonna fight back. There's no
It was
Independence
War of the
Day.
Worlds. You don't remember that movie?
Yeah, we're not gonna win. It'll be the bugs that kill them. But I'm sure if they're like, unless this is like their first rodeo, hey, we finally got interstellar travel. We're gonna go take over another planet. Stars is dying or whatever. They come here and they don't think about the biological aspects of it. And that assumes that they're biologically similar, that our bugs would affect them the same way. They might be, silicon based life forms rather than carbon based life forms. And then who knows if coronavirus would even affect them, right? They might have not the same cellular structure. Our bacteria and viruses probably won't do shit to them.
Yeah,
So
point taken that they're like 500,000 years more advanced than we are in regards to evolution and research and design.
yeah, and the ability to harness the energy of the universe to produce enough to do interstellar travel. It's yeah. Even if we found aliens, it'd probably be never. We'd never see them in reality.
We would never see them, or we they would be there, but we wouldn't have the ability to realize it or observe it.
Well, we'd probably say like, "Oh, look at this planet that we put the James Webb Telescope on, or something. Oh, it's got movement on it, or whatever." But we're not gonna. There's no contact ever gonna be made. It'd take too long. It's just space and time's too big.
Well, if you're relying on physics, I still think that there's other realms that don't necessarily rely on physical speed of light, physical like liquid or gas propulsion.
Oh, that's
I
yeah.
still believe in psychedelics being something that we don't fully understand.
Yeah, yeah. That could be very true. Yeah, I mean, we don't understand our own brains at all. So, but if we can't even get that, how are we gonna beat aliens, man? We're screwed. They're gonna win.
We gotta send Will Smith
Yeah,
with a MacBook.
just tell them to show up and say Jada Pinkett Smith, and then he'll go wild on them. Keep my wife's name out your mouth, aliens.
Effing mouth.
Yeah. Did you watch the Eddie Murphy take on that?
Nah, it's recent.
Yeah, he I don't know what award ceremony he was at, but he's like, there's three things in life you need to remember to be successful, and it's like I can't remember what the first two were, but he's like, something like he goes like mind your business, uh do something else, and then he's like, and keep Will Smith's name out your fucking mouth.
Jada Pickett's name.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty
Well, he had
funny,
a stand
pretty
up.
wild. No, this was at an award ceremony. He did it,
Uh,
so yeah, it was pretty funny. But
no, I didn't see it. What else is going on? Is it really bothering you? You slipping into a slight depression?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's been.
You think you should get some or see a professional?
I don't know. Probably not. I'll find something that'll pique my interest here soon. I'll get
Do you
out of
think your
it.
birthday kind of exacerbated it, where it caused you to reflect some?
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's been the last just week is I've just been angry and just tired and I don't know. Even the
Well,
week before that, it's weird. I'm out of sorts anyways. So
I'm going to the DR next week. Maybe you should come along.
no,
Do
no,
you even
I
have a
can't pull that.
passport?
No, no,
Oh,
I can get into Canada and Mexico, but I
you
can't.
need a passport for that.
No, you don't.
They require a passport for me. Well, you talking about driving? You need a passport,
No,
dude.
no, I have a pass card, so it's an enhanced driver's license that allows you to get into Canada or Mexico. Well, at least I know for sure Canada, but I'm assuming it's Mexico too.
And that includes being on the plane.
I don't know. Never,
I
never.
think you need a passport, but I mean, I never heard of what you said, so you probably know more details about it than I do.
Driver's license. Let's see here. It's only available for land and marine crossings, so I couldn't fly into Canada. I'd have to drive.
Yeah, but you could catch a cruise.
Yeah, yeah, you could boat in. So like, if I went up fishing or went into Quetico or something and did a border crossing, I would just need to have my enhanced driver's license. I wouldn't need. If I wanted to go up to Winnipeg for a day, I could do that
Let me show you.
without a passport.
Let me show you my website. I finally figured out a way of getting food on the mobile app. It's uh, it's just pre-packaged party trays like shrimp and hold up,
An assorted cheese tray.
what just happened? Oh, shrimp and assorted cheese. All right, those are the two items. Of course, the shrimp platter comes in three different sizes: 10 ounce, uh, 28 ounce, and 36 ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my solution for feeding people on the beach, in which I think food and bottled water would probably be the primary sales funnels for people that are on the beach. And
Where does the add
hopefully
to cart button go?
add to cart.
Yeah.
So you select this. It's right
Does that
here.
go into your app? I mean,
Oh, where does it go?
yeah.
It sends me an email for me to review their order. It has their bank card details. But then I decide if I can fulfill that order or not, and run
Oh,
it through my Stripe mobile app on my phone, or through the website, or through Stripe's website. So when they check out, it doesn't the order just doesn't automatically go through. I have to review it.
But do you check out on the website or do you check out through your app?
The goal is for the mobile app to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
The website was something that I needed to get up, and because with the app stores and when you need to register a business for Google Business, Yelp, TripAdvisor, Groupon, and I'm missing one. You got to have a website, and unfortunately, BizMugger.net isn't going to suffice. So
Hmm.
yeah, here's the view cart button right here, which isn't really that observable. And then you could put in a QR code for a discount. Not a QR code, I'm sorry, a promo code for a discount. And then you proceed to check out.
Gotcha.
Actually,
So it's using oh god, what's that commerce engine for
I'm using
WordPress?
WooCommerce.
WooCommerce, yeah,
Uh,
that makes sense. Oh, enter your Google Maps location.
yeah, that was custom.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know how to do that though. You need to have like a
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say enter your GPS coordinates. So everybody has Google Maps,
yeah. Oh
and
yeah, no.
this should be obvious enough. These are placeholders. Or I thought it was a placeholder. Hold up. Yeah, these are placeholders. So they should get it.
Yeah, I wonder if you could just put in the like get my exact location code
On a
there.
web app.
Well, you can access GPS from your web app, from a web app. You just have to request it, and then you've seen it. Like the thing says pops up and says, "Hey, this thing wants to know where you are."
You know what? You're right.
But
Hmm.
but then there's like you have to know what the precision is. I haven't looked at the API in a while. I was looking at it once for at my last gig we were looking at it as a possible like thing to say, hey, where are they shipping to? Let's just grab their location and then do the lookup for country or whatever.
Precision, as in, is it going to rely on triangulation for a general location, or is it going to rely on the actual GPS hardware on the actual phone itself?
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Or is it just gonna rely on IP? Like, yeah, but I think it's like browser location services or something. Uh, Share your location, Google Chrome help. That's for Chrome. I want to know JavaScript. Geolocation API. Get current position receives the device's current location. Let's see, and it returns back. Yeah, your longitude, latitude.
This was asked 11 years ago. I probably don't want to rely on an 11-year-old answer.
Nah, here's the spec. You just go to MDN and developer thing. It's the geolocation, get current position, and then there's a watch position and stuff, I guess too. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, it looks like it's supposed to return longitude, latitude, and then you just have to have error handling if it isn't there. But I don't know, like again, how precise that is. If it's like going to return you the longitude and latitude of the cell tower that you're connected to, or you know, I guess I could try it. You could always just try it at your like house, but your house obviously your computer might not have GPS, so it's like, what does it use then? Is it the nearest like location to there? But
I'm starting to think that the browser is not going to be precision or precise.
yeah, I mean on a phone I think it is fairly precise because it can actually access your GPS on it, but then it's how do you distinguish like the precision? I don't know if they give you I guess I'd have to look at the oh yeah, CRD accuracy. So they give you an accuracy more or less this many meters. So if your accuracy is poor, then you couldn't use it probably. I mean, you could at least make sure that they're in your general vicinity. They're in Florida, in Miami. That'd probably be enough. but but then you'd have to use like another service to probably to you'd have to use Google Maps to actually find where they are. Man, the web can do a lot though. Don't give the web enough credit. It's much better than. No, just kidding.
I'm still looking for a definitive answer on this. It says like HTML5 has geolocation, but I don't know. Oh, here we go. HTML5 geolocation API extracts information about your location from various sources, including GPS. Well, if it says it from right here.
Yeah, so like on a phone, it's probably going to be it'll be very precise, probably because it works with your phone's GPS device. Um, but if it's like your PC laptop, then it won't. But you can always it looks like there's an accuracy property that you could use that would be able to tell you whether or not you know you can. Anyways, yeah.
Ugh. Why can't I type? Um, okay. Don't you love how I just stream me doing business and including people's profiles and
It's advertising.
yeah, you're a web developer. I can't.
I'm not a web developer. I'm not an anything developer, man. I feel like I'm actually losing my ability to do coding, or maybe I'm just getting like just.
You don't do web? I thought you were a
Oh
web
no, I
developer.
do. I do. Well, I do web, but I don't consider myself a web developer. Dude, like, there's a lot of so when you say web, you mean like front end
Yeah.
dev? Because
Hmm.
I've done front end and I can do it, but I'm not like
Up to date.
actually. I mean, the biggest thing for me, because I can do it right. The biggest thing for me is that freaks me out is accessibility. Honestly, that's the biggest thing because I know it's important. I just have no idea how to do it, and it's like another thing that it's like I have to learn about. It's like
Well, you
because you
know
can
what?
get sued now off of accessibility stuff, and so it's kind of scary.
How?
What do you mean? So they're like there are sharks out there. What there's like advocacy groups that they do is they go from site to site and they find shit that isn't accessible, don't meet these like WGAC standards, and then they sue you. If you're a business, like you can just get sued for this stuff
Sued for what? What's the charge?
for not having your website accessible. It's
They
like
don't have to be there. It's not required.
if you're a business, it is. Yes, it is.
I,
It's a
so
law.
handicap spots for parking, that's required, right? And I've
No,
saw stories about lawyers taking advantage of that and just spamming. businesses and basically
That's what
blackmailing
they're
them
doing.
or extorting them.
That's happening
But
on the
but
web.
but a website, I
Yeah,
mean, that website would have to be like
it's not just
it would
web.
have to be a
Probably it's probably all
solution.
software really.
I
But
can't see that website being Scott's blog and I
no,
get
if you're
sued.
if you're a business and you're not, then you don't, and people can't use your website the like
Then they go
an
to a
accessible
competitor's.
way. No, no, you get sued, dude. This has happened. Like,
I don't believe that.
dude, the you know
People
there's
have a judge
it's a thing.
has literally participated
Yes.
in finding a person
No.
for
Usually what it is that they have like a certain amount of time to make progress on it and show that they're coming up to these standards. But no, it's a real thing. And actually there's a ton of small businesses that are scared shitless of it because it's difficult to get those rules right because the web just doesn't do it for you. Like, and all the new modern frameworks have to be very well written to do it that way. And things even down to like, oh, your colors have to be a certain degree of like
support
um,
color blindness.
well, yeah, they have to have enough level of contrast, let's say, for people to find it. But no, it's a real thing. Look it up, man.
Well,
There's
I should be able
companies
to
get
sue
sued.
every time I go to the mall. Every time I try to sit down on an airplane, I should be able to sue too because it's not accessible for me. When I
Yeah,
go to the dealership to shop for a new car, I should be able to sue dealerships because those cars don't fit me. They're not accessible.
yeah. Here's like a just an ad, or not an ad, but uh
This country is so woke, man. That's gonna be our downfall.
here's like an article on it. Pop it into our chat. So there's like California leads in ADA Title III
Oh,
lawsuit. There's like
I would never move to California.
no, it's not just, it's anywhere, any site. It's like this is like a federal thing. There's been in 2021 there were 11,452 ADA Title III lawsuits filed, which is the web accessibility guidance thing. It's like poor contrast, reliance on colors to provide information, lack of text alternative or alt text on images, no captions on videos, inaccessible online forums, mouse only nav rather than keyboard nav. So like on your like technically on your beach mobile thing, if somebody were to go there, but you're probably fine because like
No one knows
you're
about it.
using, well, and you're using, yeah, so the like you have no customers right now yet, but then also where WordPress like plugins and stuff are like pretty set up to be accessible, I believe. But
Yeah, but on the WooCommerce, even on there, when I register products, um, I have to fill out for each product that I'm registering to sell. I have to fill out like maybe 6 to 7 fields so that I can describe what the image of that product is.
yeah, yeah, you need to
So
have description of images.
one's called a slug, the other one's called caption, the other one's called description, and there's like 2 or 3 other fields
Yeah,
multiplied by 32 products or 34 products that I have on the page or on the platform.
yeah.
And you want to know why I'm motivated to get that done, even though I've been like brushing it off? I'll give you one guess.
Mm, I don't know. Trying to impress a girl. Just kidding. I don't know.
Search engine optimization
Oh,
to
SEO. Yeah,
boost my rankings.
yeah,
There, I may have to pay for like a training program for Google Business so that I could rank extremely high when people type in certain words related to beach going.
Here, I'll give you the one tip that I have for that. Make sure the title of your website is Beach Mobile, and then put the little pipe, and then put a bunch of keywords after it about what it is.
I did that already. I did that.
That's not.
I
I'm
keep doing
looking
that.
at it. There's nothing there.
It
It
should
just says
say
Beach Mobile.
chairs, umbrellas.
No. The title of the tab, the page title.
Oh, how do I do that? Hold up.
So like you got to give like a good tagline that represents your business. Like
It says checkout dash beach mobile.
it just says Beach Mobile when you go to beachmobile.app.
Well, okay, if I go to, you talking about on the landing page?
Yeah, it's on the browser title. Like when you're
It
looking at the
says
page title.
dashboard, that, and then whatever breadcrumb, beach mobile dash WordPress.
I'll just share. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Or, no, hold up. Give me a second, hold up. Okay, yeah, it just says beach mobile and then beachmobile.app.
Yeah. So what you want to do is stuff a bunch of like not the keywords, but give like a very definitive description of what you do. Like the best place to, you know, uh,
It's the same thing with Twitter.
yeah,
Twitter's not different, but then Twitter doesn't need SEO. Let me
yeah.
look at
But
the
those are
WooCommerce.
like the little things. Like that's the one SEO thing trick that I learned. You
How
know,
much does a SEO expert cost
I
to
don't know. You could probably find somebody on Fiverr that'll go through your site and just do SEO tricks or whatever. There's probably, I'm guessing there's SEO scanners and stuff too that you could probably use. I would have to assume, anyways.
yeah, I mean, when I hover my cursor over the tabs on my browser, WooCommerce, none of them have a description. They just have the site name and then whatever page you're on. I'm going to Shopify.
So when I go to WooCommerce, I see WooCommerce, open source e-commerce platform, which describes what WooCommerce is.
It doesn't show up on my browser. Or hold up, I'm on the WooCommerce dashboard. Let me go to WooCommerce.com.
yeah, no, you need to go to like the selling site of it.
Where you say click sell.
Yeah, so like if you go to, let's say, Drip is an email one. Their thing doesn't even say Drip. It says marketing automation that builds e-commerce brand love, and then it says Drip. Starts off with like the problem statement or the value proposition.
I bought an ice maker and it's taking too long to create 10 pounds of ice increments.
You need to get a commercial ice.
Oh no, this one was like $120, $130. And I just started it at like 2 in the morning. And then I left at 3 in the morning to go to the beach by myself and throw frisbees to myself. Actually, throw frisbees at a beach garbage can, and then walk to the beach garbage can, and then throw frisbees back to the other adjacent beach garbage can. And I did that for like a couple hours, playing Rick Ross music. And then the cop pulled up, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just throwing glow in the dark frisbees. I hope no one called the police on me." "Oh no, you're good." "Oh, okay." As I'm approaching his squad car with no shirt on
Well, it's a beach, right?
at 3 in the morning. You know who shows up at 3 in the morning on the beach?
Entrepreneurs.
No, people that have gay sex. And I'm not lying. I don't care if I
Oh,
get canceled for saying that. I'm dead serious. I was solicited like 2 weeks ago. Like, they go to the beach to have, I don't know what the word is. Well, it's not called platonic. I don't know what the word is. but to
Fornicate? I don't know, man.
have gay fornication, and then
Yeah.
like you see these used rubbers as I'm running down the beach and I'm playing hopscotch, trying not to step on it. It's disgusting, man.
Yeah, city should crack down on that instead of flyers. That's what you got to do is just put Beach Mobile on condoms and then hand them out at 3 a.m.
You don't even see me laughing.
Yeah, just put your QR code right there. Oh man.
I mean, I was inspired by was it Postmates that sold the cereal boxes of Trump, and I forgot who the other candidate was, and they were able to fund like 30 or 40, I think they funded like $30,000 for their startup selling cereal
Hmm.
that was um, branded around the presidential campaign.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Is there a way you can is there something that you can legally give out on the beach that isn't a flyer that if you're just giving away but has advertisement on it for you? Like that. If you went and handed out branded cereal boxes, hey, you guys want some free cereal? Okay. No, I'm just handing out food, officer. It's not illegal to do that.
I could be like Jehovah's Witnesses. I could just go door to door and give them beach mobile flyers.
There you go. You should wear like a suit and a tie though, so you look more Mormon. Maybe I don't know. Do the Jehovah Witnesses wear suit and ties?
What's that? You say you don't see them wearing suit and
No,
ties?
do they wear suit and ties when they go around?
Uh, if it's
'Cause I feel
hot,
like
no,
the Mormons do,
the
or the
Mormons.
LDSs do.
Well, no, if it's hot, I don't think any Mormon or Jehovah Witness wears a blazer or a actual suit jacket.
Yeah, they do.
If it's colder, they're not going to wear in 90-degree weather a suit jacket.
It's required. They need to.
It's not required. What's required is that they are presentable and they reflect cleanliness and that they're a servant of whatever God that they want to help people learn about. I've never really sat down and had a conversation with a Mormon before.
They'll suck you in, man.
Yeah, Utah is full of them. The last company the last business I had a contract with, they were in Utah, and I swear like half of the people that worked there were Mormon.
Hmm.
I thought he just sent me something. Hold up. Why is my phone showing me a completely different message than my browser? I think I know why.
Eventual consistency. That's what it is. Eventual consistency.
What else is up? I'm concerned, man. You gotta conceive something that you look forward to get out your downward spiral.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll get there.
Go to the shooting range.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
off
think
some
that's a good
shots.
idea.
Rent a AR-15 and just imagine whoever you hate and just start unloading.
I don't hate anyone.
I
I have
hate
a
people
problem
all the
with anyone.
time when I go driving.
Oh yeah, I mean, I hate people that stop in roundabouts.
Like next time someone cuts you off on the road, take a picture of them with your phone and then go back home and blow that picture up, and then go to the shooting range and tack it on the thing, and then take your AR-15 and start lining it up. Yeah.
Can't do that, man. That's illegal.
What's illegal?
Taking a picture with your phone while you're driving.
Is
Actually,
it?
that's the only illegal thing about all of that. Yeah.
Isn't that called a dash cam?
Oh, I guess if you have a monitor like that and then you read the feed later. But
We
yeah,
need, we need, yeah, let's start another startup. We need to create a solution that relieves the pain of driving or sharing the road with people that are inconsiderate.
yeah, it's called Tesla, man. They're trying to make self-driving cars.
Well, the Teslas, they capture people keying their cars and they capture people hitting their cars and driving off.
But
Like
the autopilot, like self-drive stuff, that's like,
my car does that. Well, it doesn't self-drive, but my car swerves and throws on the brakes and
oh yeah,
everything.
yeah. My wife's car too, because you have a Genesis, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, which is the Hyundai, right? It's
yeah.
yeah. So we have a Hyundai as well, a Santa Fe, which I think is the. Did you get the? So Genesis is like their. I'm guessing that they just have like top versions of
It's their
Hyundais.
premium. It's
Yeah,
analogous to Lexus. What is
yeah,
Lexus to Toyota?
yeah. So based on the size of your vehicle, are you at the Santa Fe size, the Tucson size, or the.
It's a midsize SUV.
This is probably a Santa Fe. You probably have the pimped out version of my wife's car.
My car is nice, man. It's just I don't drive it that much, and I protect it at all costs. I'm the dude that in a parking lot, I park way out there so no one puts a dink in my door.
Oh man,
And I got suede interior, which I ended up getting some my oily fingers on when I was servicing my bike's dead battery last week, so I got to get that off of it. I treat my SUV like a princess. I barely drive it. I barely wash it because I barely drive it. But yeah, and I got like a 2500-watt system in there that took up the space where you normally put the extra tire. I forgot the donut.
hmm
I got a powerhouse down there.
well, hopefully you never need a donut.
I will. It's going to happen when I'm driving down like 50 miles of conservation or a conserved park area in which the nearest gas station isn't for 50 miles, and it's going to happen.
You have to like
I'm going
walk
to run
through
over
gators.
like, yeah, I'm going to run over probably like police spikes for that's intended for another car, and they forgot to remove the spikes from the road.
Yeah, I know that happens a lot down in Florida. No, but yeah, I think because well, you don't have third row seating, right? So you've got to be
uh,
either got to be the Santa Fe or Tucson size then. So
I was never hip to Hyundai, but I don't know. I think you were there when I was shopping for a car, right? I thought did we ever have conversations about me needing a car
yeah,
after
you talked about it. Yeah,
a life altering event occurred for me?
yeah. I
And
don't think
so
we went too much into to models.
I
Like
was going to get a Lexus. I was going to get the RX 350. Um, but I think the what do you call it? The GV80s and the GV70s, they had been out for like a year, and they just started getting really stellar reviews, and they were getting all these awards for best SUV, and I was like, and plus they had more horsepower. So the Genesis GV70, their their mid range or their higher or their premium package has 370 horsepower, whereas the Lexus RX 350 I think was like 310, and I was like, yeah,
mhm.
I'll take that extra like 50 or 60 horsepower.
Yeah, we got a new car because my wife's, well, our Ford Flex, which is kind of like a, it's like a minivan, but it's boxier. Um, but it was better. Like when that was like stacked with all the options and stuff like that. It got totaled. Somebody hit her when she was sitting in a, still in a four way or whatever. Like somebody ran a red light and slammed into another car, and that car slammed into her car, which was at rest. So, um, but I don't know what we were looking at. We were looking at a bunch of different vehicles, like a Mazda and um, different ones, and then Hyundai had like a 0% financing thing, which we didn't need to finance a car if it was any other, if it was not 0%, we would have just paid cash for whatever we bought anyways. But 0%, like why the hell not? It's like it's free money that you could expend over
Mine
whatever.
was 2%.
But
You know what's interesting? I didn't mean to cut you off.
oh no, I was gonna say the main thing is she's like, I really like the adaptive cruise and like that kind of stuff, and I'm like, well, like Hyundai just
Yeah,
apparently has that, as like you go to like all these other cars that we're looking at, and it's like, no, no, not unless you get their like ultra premium package. It's
I got
like
that on my
just
motorcycle.
adaptive cruise.
Yep,
It's the best. I love adaptive cruise.
it almost got me in trouble before.
Yeah,
But yeah, and I got the indicators when the car is pulling up on me. My mirrors start blinking depending on what side the car is pulling up on me on. Like everything I have is space age. I'm
yeah.
a I'm an alien race, man.
No,
I'm
man,
more advanced than
I like all their tech. My wife hates some of it because it annoys her, like it beeps at her when she gets out of the lane, and it beeps at me too when I get out of the lane. But then I just use the lane assist, and then it like, I don't know, it's whatever. Like
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, my car
Um,
just turns by itself, which I don't know. I
yeah,
know
you
it's gonna give
gotta.
me I know it's gonna give me in trouble, so I still drive it without going hands free because I know that
Well, does yours yell at you though? Mine will
it
yell if you take your
does.
hands off for a
It
while.
does, but it takes like maybe a couple minutes for it to say something.
Yeah, yeah, I've sat there before. Every time I don't drink and drive, but every time I've had like a drink
But
and I
anytime
know
I
I'm good
do,
to drive. Well, no, no, no. Well, you know what I mean. Like, you know, I always think about like, oh, this is drunk driver mode. It's like just put on the assists and,
never thought about it like that.
and you'll stay in the lines. No, I don't do that. I'm just like, say if you have like a beer at supper and then you drive home and you know like, oh, I've had a beer and I'm driving. But um, yeah, I always think about that. I just think it's funny. But
They should name it under the influence
yeah,
or UI mode, their UI feature under influence. You just put that on, and then you can prove in court through the log entries of the diagnostics of the car that you weren't driving. The car was driving itself, and it's safer. Of course, the judge won't care.
yeah. No, I mean I don't do that. But I, anyways, yeah. But yeah, I like those features though because they're really, especially adaptive cruises. Man, I miss that on my truck.
We need to figure out a solution to accommodate. I can't. What's the word? What's the antonym for courteous?
Courteous
I can't think. I don't. I can't
assholes.
think. Yeah. We need to
I don't know.
figure out a technology or a business that basically revolves around preventing road rage. Maybe
Yeah.
it could be like slowing a remote that slows her car down or something. Because the worst is pickup trucks.
What?
Pickup trucks.
No.
Pickup trucks is always somebody that's short that's driving it,
I have a
and they're
truck. I'm
in
not. Well, I'm not. I'm short, but not short. Short.
in Florida, Texas, and I'm sure California. They're the most aggressive drivers. They
Yeah.
just swerve in and out of traffic. They look down on everybody. They ride people's tail. Like
Yeah, maybe it's just because we have so many trucks in Minnesota that it's different up here.
Yeah, everybody down here in Florida that has to pick up truck, they have Napoleon syndrome, and it's annoying.
Yeah, no, everyone's just like, if you can have a truck up here, you probably have a truck because it's just so much more convenient for,
Utility.
yeah, and like a lot of people up here do. Not talking the Twin Cities, but greater Minnesota, not lesser Minnesota. Um, so
I've been in Minnesota in like 10 years.
yeah, come up in the. You should come up for fishing for ducks next year. You see a bunch of people out on the ice drinking and um, raffles for guns. You can win a gun. You can win a fish house. You just have to catch a fish and then
Shoot it.
have the biggest fish. I was on the leaderboard. I got 100 and I was 102 at the end. And you have to be in the top 100 to win something.
For that fish you showed me a couple weeks ago?
Oh yeah, did I send you that? It was in a
Yeah,
bucket.
yeah. Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
it was in the bucket. I thought you were holding it, but
Oh no, that was real big. This one was like it was a almost half a pound perch. It was like 0.43 pounds um, perch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever been out on the ice for ice when people are out fishing and stuff?
no, I haven't.
Oh yeah, it's worth a try sometime. So it's
um,
a good.
I don't like being cold.
Well, you wear these like big ass like bibs and well, I don't know. Could you rent them? I wonder. I don't know what people do when they come up. Can you rent cold weather gear?
I'm saying, man,
Probably
you should
have
be
to
an
be able
affiliate of
to.
Beach Mobile and like accommodate ice fishers or whatever you call those people.
Yeah. Well, that they're called those that's called guides. Like there's guide services that they just they show people where to fish. They've got houses that you rent. They've got equipment you rent.
Will they build a bonfire
Yeah, yeah.
on the
Actually,
ice
there were there were there
so
were
that people
big
can fall
fire
through the
pits.
ice?
No, there were big fire pits out there last weekend. So
How? Won't that like rapidly melt the ice and become a safety hazard?
no, heat goes up, and you have like we're talking like 2 feet of ice. Or 4 feet or more of ice. It's a lot. Like, dude, you just go out there. It's literally truck, 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 truck. Like you've got the tonnage just racked up all through the
Mm.
ice. Now there cracks do happen and heaves and stuff like that. So you have to be careful. Like you don't have your seatbelt on when you're on the ice driving, um, but no, it's all safe. Once you 4 feet or 4 inches of ice is enough for a person to walk on, and then you just go from there. And it's like, okay, if you get to here, it's snowmobiles, ATVs. If you get to here, trucks can go on. You get to here, houses or whatever. But yeah, no, it's actually it's really mostly just an excuse to go out and drink.
I'm
It's
gonna
pretty much.
unleash a Wolverine out there and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be kind of wild. But I don't know. Yeah, it was a good time. I wish I would have won something though. I don't know what the 100th place would have been, but I was right about there. If two people hadn't have knocked me down, I would have won something. One of the people in our group won a shotgun, like a 12 gauge shotgun. Uh,
You can't
Another
like
person won a cooler.
you can't like electrocute the water and just have the fish float up.
No, you have to follow fishing regs. So Minnesota's got kind of backwards fishing regulations too, I guess. Like there's certain things that are totally legal in other states that aren't legal here. But whatever. We got some nice fishing lakes though.
You guys got like 10,000 lakes, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know what the difference between lake and a pond is, if it's 10,000, but okay.
Yeah, there's a actually I think if you include small lakes, like Wisconsin might have more. No, I don't think they do. Um, Anyways, I'm gonna probably get going here. I gotta grab some more coffee and then I'll have to start the old work day.
It's Friday, so keep that in mind, and I don't know, marinate on something to look forward to.
Yeah, yeah, just the
I think that's the
yeah. I'll
best
try to
bet.
find something. So, all
All
right.
right, we'll catch up. See you. Bye.
Yep. See you. Bye.
And whoever is observing, see you later.